So what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody? Welcome to the Silverhairstacker Show with Todd and Tom. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh my God, I'm getting.
What do you got going on?
Wait a minute. I've got so many screens up here. I'm getting. You, a lady started talking about. Said, "What's going on?" She started talking. Oh Lord, not much. Just trying to get cranked up.
Yeah, who we got? We got Jabus of the Spires clan. We got Lag of the Basement clan.
James W.
Mr. Sadie, good morning. We got James W. Grumpy Grandma and Spirit Fingers.
Tashi Castaways.
Morning, morning. How's everybody doing? So yeah, reselling has been interrupted. Went to Nashville all weekend and morning, Mike. Got back Monday, so I didn't do much on Monday for reselling. Tuesday was all about shipping. I had so many orders from 4 days of sales.
You got them all shipped.
Yep. Then what the hell? Tom,
What?
what is that?
What was what?
It sounds like a chainsaw.
Oh, there's one in the next door.
Oh God, it was loud. Anyway,
Is that any better?
I can't hardly hear you now.
How about now?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, sorry.
Guess I have to put up with chainsaw sound. Tom is vacuuming. Yeah, that's pretty friggin' loud. Anyway, yeah, and then Wednesday was kind of normal. Got a few listings up and this and that. Then yesterday was all about taking Gwen to the, what do you call them, an ophthalmologist to get her first of 2 cataract surgeries done. And that all went well, but between the surgery and they gave her like 4 hours and then come back so we can check it. So we pretty much spent the whole day yesterday in the big city of Waco, Texas. Sadie could sleep to that sound. Yeah, I wonder if I do. I should probably get an eye checkup to see, because my vision is not great. Run outside and tell the guy he's annoying though. That's right. So we got lots to do. Man, I sold stuff like crazy while we were in Nashville, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it just plummeted. I tell you. It's bad. So what's everybody else doing?
So what you going to do about it? List more?
List more stuff. I haven't really listed much since pre-Nashville, so that was over a week ago that I've done much in the way of listing. And I got a bunch of stuff like at the garage sales on Saturday, and then my regular death pile. I need to just start today and just go all weekend long, just list. Cause
Did you get the that watch checked out and listed, cleaned up and listed?
I got it cleaned up, but then I found out I didn't have the correct battery, so I ordered some batteries, and as soon as I get batteries, I'll get it listed. I should get the batteries today or tomorrow because they're being shipped from Texas, so we'll see. Just finished packing orders. My power went out. Cannot print that. Yep. Morning, Ping. How's it going? So, yeah. Time to get back into the groove. Huh.
Well, I'm glad Gwen's doing good.
Yeah, she's not supposed to bend over, and she's not supposed to pick up anything heavier than 15 pounds. I did get the pencils listed, and I already sold a 2-pack of them for like $14.95. Yeah, I listed that tripod. I listed a couple of the jackets. I did get a few things listed, but not enough. I gotta get on it. Oh, I got a new offer. Let's see if I can get a cha-ching. What is my offer? On a Brother 3-in-1 printer. Oh, geez, it's going to Delaware. That's going to cost an arm and a leg. So let's just see if who would accept this offer out of the group. Let's just share this because we're not doing anything. Dun, dun, dun. So here we got a Brother 3-in-1 printer. Tested working. And whoop, what the heck? Right there. See, I made a I had this thing of stamps, and I made a copy of it. Showed that it's printing good. So the offer is $60 for an $80 item. I hate that this Clayton, Delaware. That's going to cost an arm and a leg to ship that. Counterfeit copied stamps. Lag says take the offer. Sadie says take the offer.
Just what that?
I guess I'll take the offer. Morning, Hank. Mainly because I haven't had very many. I would counter it, but I haven't had many sales the last few days. I need some sales to roll in.
Good morning, Jake. Good morning, Hank.
So I can get reach.
Morning, Beard King.
Morning, Ron.
Mike. Oh, Lord have mercy.
So yeah, back to the same old, same old. Nashville's over with. The party's over, my friends. And a padded flat rate. It won't fit in any flat rate. It's too big.
Of course, lag would come up with that.
Yep.
What was it? I'm sorry, I was having to take counter at $69.95, assuming the buyer is paying shipping. Okay, throw that at me one more time. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention.
Let's see.
What was their offer?
I got $26 shipping on it, so it should. I think I should be able to ship it even to Delaware for that amount. So I'm going to take the offer.
How much was the offer?
I already told you.
I wasn't paying attention. I was talking to my wife.
$60 for an $80 machine.
And how much you got in it?
I don't remember, maybe 5.
Take the damn thing and go about your business.
All right, I took the offer. Plus, it'll free up a little space. Put the flat rate in the microwave for 2 minutes. It will stretch over anything.
I was going to say, did you find anything at the ladies yesterday? But you were taking care of your lady.
Nope. Ping, I use. I just pick a rate that I want to ship a product at. And I generally lose a little bit of money when I'm shipping far away. And I generally make a little cha-ching. There it is. I generally make a little money when I ship close. But that's easier to do because I'm in the central time zone. So by the law of averages, it's like if I got a 2-pound item and I charge $8 for shipping, I'm going to lose a little bit of money going to Portland, Oregon or Bangor, Maine. But I'm going to make a little bit of money if it's going to Oklahoma City or Baton Rouge.
To where in Maine?
Bangor, Maine. You never heard of Bangor, Maine?
Bangor, I have.
It's Bangor. Bangor, Maine. Don't you understand Texan, Tom? Bangor, Maine. So anyway. Yep. So going to Delaware, I did put like $26, $27 shipping on it. So,
sweetheart,
I think I should be able to get it shipped to Delaware for $26. Yeah, I'm in the center of my own universe. So that's the theme of the show today. Mixed nuts. Is it nuts to sell, to resell, to make money? Are we all just a bunch of nuts? Tom's dadgum language. That's right.
I knew what he meant.
I knew what I meant too. I meant Bangor, Maine.
Honey, have we been to Bangor, Maine?
Primo Chemo, he's the little chump from Vermont.
From Vermont.
I need some theme music, one of those sound machines. So anyway,
Well, go on to one of the AIs and get them to make you a song.
so Primo lives up in that neighborhood, sort of. So Primo, am I pronouncing it correctly? Bangor, Maine? Or is it Bangor, Maine? We'll let Primo be the who is the correct pronunciation. Tom says Bangor,
Bangor.
and I say Bangor, Maine. Sounds like a stripper town.
You need to.
Primo says Bangor, yay! See,
He don't
I'm
know
right,
nothing.
Tom.
He don't know nothing.
He was the judge. You're wrong, Tom, and I'm right.
Stephen King says Bangor, and that's his neck of the woods. So,
Stephen King.
but he's also from California. Yeah, most of his.
Oh yeah. He's from California.
Stephen King, the author, he writes a lot of stuff, and he always talks about Bangor.
Bangor.
Good morning, Chicken Toad.
No, it's Bangor, Maine.
Bangor.
Whatever. We got a lot to argue about this morning. Is it Bangor, Maine or Bangor, Maine? What a great show we have here on Friday mornings. Thank you for coming in.
So you trying to create you an intro like Scotopotamus?
Oh, you got to vote, Tom.
Bangor. Thank you. And she's a Yankee. She knows.
She is a Yankee, but I'm not sure she knows. Carol's iffy some of the time.
Carol is a smart and beautiful woman. She knows everything, especially since she's agreeing with me.
How you been, Carol? You haven't stopped by the morning shows in a while.
She should have come to Nashville.
She must be a busy young lady.
We'd have had to put her up on the car top carrier.
Uh-oh, you got another vote. Primo's the only one going with me saying it's Bangor.
He's from California. They don't pronounce anything right.
Yeah, they do, dude. I'm here sometimes, but she couldn't take the mispronounced name. You don't like Bangor, Maine?
Oh Lord!
So if I went to Maine and ask where Bangor is, nobody would be able to tell me, huh? Ron says I'm right. All right, I got 2 votes.
Well, he's from Texas. He don't count either. Have you been to Maine? They pronounce everything weird up there.
I have been to Maine. I don't think I've been to Bangor, Maine. If you just cross the border up there from what's south of Bangor, Delaware?
I think you have to go a little bit further.
Massachusetts. Anyway, if you just cross the line, we did that 5-6 years ago. We took a trip up there and went to Boston and took that boat ride out to Whale Watch and.
Did you get to the Tea Party?
Yeah, we went to the Tea Party. They had a little show. And they had a ship out there you could throw bags of tea into the Boston harbor. But they had ropes tied to them, so they drug them back in after everybody got a chance to throw a box of tea into the... It was interesting. They all wore the period costumes and... Yeah, bangers and mash in Bangor, Maine. There you go.
Dr. Jabus says New Hampshire. Maine is the only state that only borders one other state.
Is it really?
He Googled it.
I don't think Hawaii borders any other states. I could be wrong.
You're correct, but it's also an island.
Oh, it only borders one other state.
Yeah.
So Hawaii would border 0 states. Gotcha. I can concur with that declaration.
I liked Maine. It was nice. Kennebunkport was really nice. It looked like what Southerners think of a Maine fishing town.
You're welcome, Primo. What are you thanking me for? I forgot already. Alaska borders
No state.
no other state,
Canada.
right?
It borders Canada.
Canada. Does Alaska border Oregon any? I
No.
guess not. It's across
Canada
the harbor from Oregon.
Russia. It's across the harbor from Russia.
That's not a harbor. That's the Bering Strait in the North.
Yes,
Pacific.
correct. But that's more of a harbor than
That's not a harbor.
The Atlantic Ocean. I mean, the Pacific Ocean. Alaska is quite a ways away from the rest of the United States, continental United States.
Texas borders a bunch of states, but I don't think all of them.
That's because Texas is a micronation.
Let's see. Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, nearly Kansas, but not. New Mexico. I think Texas only borders 4 other states. Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico. It nearly borders Kansas and Colorado.
Arkansas?
You talk about me pronouncing stuff wrong. Jeez. The Gulf of Texas. There you go.
The Gulf of Texas. That's right. If the bearded picker was in here, he would start on something with some flat Earth bullshit about Alaska being not as far away from the continental United States because of the flat Earth. So
yeah, it's up there by the ice wall.
Yeah.
Lag got a cha-ching.
$300. What'd you sell, Lag? I want to see a picture.
It never fails. Yeah. Everybody give me a thumbs up so you too can get a sale. So yeah, Gwen got her cataract surgery yesterday. So she can't hardly see out of that eye yet, so now I look half as bad as I usually do. Morning, Chastity. Thumbs up.
What am I looking for the bearded picker? I'm looking for the Silverhairstacker. And why am I not is it not coming up in my alerts?
We're supposed to get our new swimming pool liner on Wednesday, but it just poured rain all day Wednesday, and they called and said, sorry, with the weather, we can't put it in today. Okay. But Gwen is all ticked off now because she gets her next eye done in about 10 days.
Uh-huh.
And they said no swimming pools for a month after after your surgery, so it's gonna be like mid-June before she can even get in the pool.
Well, it'll probably be too damn hot.
Rich people problems. Yeah, I'm rich.
Rich people problem. No, he's a cheap rich person, Carol. Otherwise, he would have picked up he'd have called a pool company and said, if you can't get a liner, put me a new pool in. A gun-eyed one.
Yeah, that was the day we had the hellacious. This is Gwen's hand. And she's got 3 pieces of hail in it.
Dang,
in
those
her
look like
hand.
golf balls.
They were kind of flat like a lag pancake.
Right.
Like a mini pancake. But yeah, that was a hailstorm from hail.
Our local weatherman said it's going to be a hot summer. So if it's going to be a hot summer here, y'all are going to be.
I'm sure
loading up the truck and headed to visit Nikki in Duluth.
I'm sure a bunch of the folks around here are going to get new roofs over this, and my insurance is going to scream up even more than it already is.
Hey, Carl.
Actually, my cars didn't really get any hail damage. But it was close. I mean, the size of that, if they had been round instead of kind of flat pancakey, I think they would have come down harder and put dents. And Gwen's car was under the carport, so it didn't get any hail on it. It's weird looking hail. They were round, but they were kind of like flatter. Crack back from storage. Cold weather sucks. I like spring and fall type. I don't like it when it gets up to 100. The only hail damage. Yeah, me too, Chastity. Or day before yesterday, I sold a couple of those mechanical pencils. What did you sell, Chastity? You were picking up a bunch of plush. Ron, you love 100 plus? I don't. That's just too hot. Tom, you're muted. Do you know that?
I said, yeah. Yeah, that's the bourbon, the new morning. Let me start all over again. Bourbon, the new breakfast drink. No, that was iced tea.
Oral-B Genius X.
Cool. Now, is that like for electric toothbrush refill or just a regular toothbrush? Handheld.
Ooh, I got another offer. Let's see if I can take this offer. Jeez, it's another big item. All right. Let's come back in here. Share screen. Y'all tell me if I should take this offer or counter offer or decline. I don't really ever decline, but where'd it go? Right here. This is an air hammer kit.
Okay.
With, I think it's almost complete. I think there might have been one or two pieces missing. You got your ratchet. You got your grinder. And you got your hammer. And now there's 4 tools in there. And then there's a...
Chisels?
Yeah.
What'd they offer you
Then
for?
it comes in a big kit. Alright, we're going to review the offer. Where's the buyer? The buyer is in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Let's see how much shipping I got on this. $22.85 shipping. So I should be able to ship it for that. So the offer is, I have it listed for 72 and the offer is for 50.
50.
Yep. Would you take it or would
How much did you
count
pay
it?
for it?
I don't remember. I've had this a long time. I probably had to pay up a little bit for this. I bet I paid $20 for it. Counter at 62. Yeah, I'm thinking about countering. Yeah, I'm going to do that. How about 62, Mr. whoever you are, or Ms. All right, we're going to counter at 62 and see what happens. All right.
So I got a question for you, Todrick.
Fun times. I got an answer.
I'm sure you do. And this is for everybody in the chat, too.
Well, are you going to ask your question? Or
okay. Well, I was seeing what all of a sudden Jake got chatty, and I was like, Jake never gets chatty in the chat. So,
oh, Jake said send it.
Yeah. How much? And I'm, seriously, how much do you have to sell to feel like you've had a good day? And that's the question for the chat too. Lag's probably like $27,000, but we're not going to pay attention to him. How much how much do you need to sell to feel like you've had a good day?
Well, mine's easy to figure. I wanted to sell 100,000 gross this year, so I'll just divide that by 365. That's how much gross that I want to sell a day.
$275.
But I am not there.
Shannon says she's happy at 100 a day. Carl the lazy reseller says 200. Lag says 5,000 and up. I knew he was gonna say some bullshit like that.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Chastity 100 a day, but I need to build it up to 300 a day. I mean, I was just curious. Some person might only need to sell $50 a day, and he's killing it. My sales goal is $100 a day.
We finished 120 days of selling this year so far. Is that right?
Right. Jake says 100. Jake, since you some of your stuff got booted off of Amazon. Has it is it picked up on other places? Harbor Soap says 100, 150 a day. Chicken Toad says 250.
This is my average for the 120 days that we've had so far.
Cool.
So I'm like $35 a day short of my goal.
Mike says $3.12. It don't take much to make me laugh, y'all.
250 a day. Mike's hoping to average $3.12. Sadie's hoping to average $12. You have a lot of 0 days, even on Amazon. I thought Jake was rich on reselling. But on the days where he sells like 20 packages of willow sticks a day, when that comes into season.
Yeah, other income streams are always good. Multiple income streams are always good. 10 pancakes is a good day lag.
I don't know. That's just my goal was like that 270 something a day, but
well, you know, everybody says you got to set a goal.
I'm doing okay with sales. I'm pretty much even with last year.
Yeah, Jake's got all that real estate money.
Lifestyle money.
And then he's got some girls that he runs over to the Amish village. All they do is walk around showing their ankles, and that's all they need to do.
Yeah, Jake makes most of his money from being a slumlord, so.
Yeah. That's it. Keep on being the slumlord.
I'm going to go get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Sure, go ahead. Why is Nikki Bauer sending me another friend's request? Oh, that must have been a fake one because it's already gone. Slumlords are good. What? Jake doesn't evict anybody. He has Guido and Three Fingers Tim come over there and do it for him. Oh, wow. I love you people. Well, you know, I got a friend that's got a bunch of mobile home spaces, Carl. He only owns the dirt. He doesn't own any units. What is your goal, Tom? I really don't have a goal right at the moment. I'm getting ready to crank my store back up, like today, because I've got to go take some stuff to my storage unit, and I'm going to bring back some stuff to get listed. $1K a day. Oh, is it? Let me see if I can find you, Lori. I just accepted it. What happened to my arm? You talking about there? I guess one of my idiot cats. My neighbor's cutting down a tree that's dead. For you real estate folks, they've the house next door to us. They've got it. They're doing it like I think it's furnish finders, where it's like VRBO type thing, and they rent it to a lot of nurses, traveling nurses, and they're booked up for the summer for people that are doing what do you call it when you have to come in and do some work for a company or a company and to get your degree? Interning. They're doing they've got 4 boys that's moving in for the summer that's interns. So between the interns and the nurses, they keep it rented out pretty solidly. Even though the family that was staying there while they had just moved to the area and they were looking for a house to buy, they because it's flat rate. It's flat rate. Everything is included. It was a man and a woman and her mother, and then his family came out from Arizona for like 3 weeks, and the water and power bill went out of the world, so they've had to rewrite their contract with maxes on it. Well, Lag, I'm sorry to tell you, unless you're a college student and you do an intern here, that's not true. Actually, I have a chainsaw in Farm Simulator, bum crack. Because that's one of the side gigs in that game is you can cut timber, that type of thing. Online student. Okay. Anyway, that's just conversation. Jake, they were telling me that they got rings on their house up in the mountains that they do VRBO with, and when they don't have renters in, they have it set up so motion sets it off and they get video. Anyway, this big old black bear walked up on their front porch and slapped the daggum ring off the daggum front of the building.
It does look like Gilligan the Sailing Man.
He's a lot smarter than Gilligan, though. A lot smarter.
That's me in Cairo.
As in Egypt or Massachusetts?
Well, he does have on, what do you call it? Not a turban. What do you call headgear in the Sahara region? Does the amount of listings you have matter? I heard a bigger reselling channel say no, but I think it absolutely matters. Um, huh.
I think it's the diversity of your products. That's my opinion. Oh, did you? I got a notice yesterday that what is it? 21 Forever 21. They're closing all their stores.
Hmm. Your
If anybody's
sell-through rate is more important than listings. That's probably true. But yeah, I have tons of stuff that have 0 to no sell-through rate, but I've got a lot of one-off stuff.
I think you just got to have a wide variety of stuff if you're going to go at it full. I mean, yeah, full time.
I don't know. Josh was saying to be the most successful, you need to niche down. But then you have to have a large supply of items in your niche.
And you got to be priced to move it because there's going to be some. Okay, I got a niche on widgets, and I got them reasonably priced. Well, people like Lag's going to come along, and he's got a couple of widgets, and he's gonna cut the hell out of my price. So I don't know.
Are you using algebra on us, Carl? I see. 7,000 replenishable listings. Well, that'd be great if you have things that people buy.
Yeah, and you don't have people coming in and cutting your damn price too quick. So are you making all your money by pricing everything low to make it move? So you're working off of volume then.
But there's plenty of people who just go on eBay once in a while and sell one thing, and
Yeah.
and it sells eventually, I guess.
And there's some people that, I don't shop on eBay. Like, I'll go walking through the Walmart and I'll see something that jumps out at me. I see a sale item or something. I don't do that on eBay. I go into eBay and Amazon. I just go in there and I'm looking for a widget. Who's got the widget I'm looking for? And who's got the best price? And what's their seller metrics looking like and that type of thing. I think it's all about what you're selling. That's my opinion. Because I think most people do the same thing. They go to eBay looking for a certain thing.
James, he's got 70,000 listings. He's got a ton of media, and then he's got a ton of clothes. He's got a ton of hats. Josh Galt, he's trying to reach 150,000 listings by the end of 2025. 150,000. But he's got those stereo card collection that he just does front, back, list, front, back, list, front, back, list.
Yeah, at one time I had a bunch of postcards, and they're only ones that had been postmarked, and it was front, back, you're good, front, back, and you can list a bunch of those in just a few minutes.
Yeah, Carl, I like that philosophy. I think the only reason my sales have increased, almost 9 years I've been selling is because I've learned better items to sell. I've learned better ways to ship. I've learned better ways to list. I've learned better ways to take pictures. I think I've just become a better reseller. So I think that's the reason I'm at the level I am for the puny amount of work that I do reselling.
Yeah, I like scanners for postcards, Carl. I mean, you can. And actually, what I would do is I would go through and take, like 25 postcards, and I would do all the scanning at one time.
James was showing a new camera he got.
Uh-huh.
James Helferstay.
Right.
And it swivels like a desk lamp, and it just points down at the desk, and then he just puts his CD under it, and he hits the space bar on his computer, and it takes a picture, and then
I
he
think
flips it over and hits the space bar. He's done. And he said on his video a day or two ago, he said he took pictures of 150 CDs in 32 minutes.
I don't have any postcards left, Lag. I saw someone using their Logitech webcam to do that. They would they had a little stand that they would hook it up to, and they just look down at whatever they were taking pictures of.
My webcam is about 50,000 times worse than my cell phone camera.
Well, why don't you get you a new one, Todd?
Because I'm cheap and I don't need one.
Okay, we're going to do a GoFundMe account for Todd and you.
No. But I got stuff like these Harley Davidson boots here. They're going to require more than 2 pictures. And the tag is worn out, so I'm going to have to get a tape measure down in there to measure and see what size they are. So I can't, the type of stuff I sell, there's no way I can do 60 an hour like Josh can.
Well, you're selling a different type of stuff.
Yeah. So I think it depends on.
And are you selling a higher priced item than Josh?
Not necessarily. I looked at his website, and some of those stereo picture cards he's asking like over $100 a piece on.
But that's not books. I mean, that's not boots. Like you said, stuff like that requires more pictures.
Right. But to Josh, boots like that would just slow him down,
Right.
where he could make more money just listing more stereo cards. So yeah, it's just if I came across a collection like he did, I would probably run it a whole lot more like what he runs and get a whole lot more listed at once. That's true. He has a limited market. But if he's going to have 150,000 listings by the end of the year, that's just.
How many does he have now?
I think he's pretty close to 30,000. Man, that guy out there really, really hates trees.
John, that is a very tall, dead pine tree, and they're cutting it up and hauling it off. So that's what more cutting is they're cutting it up into manageable pieces.
That's true, Sadie.
Okay, here's a question since it's Todd's show and not mine. What item would you not list? Is there an item that you would not list, Todd? Anybody in the group?
Oh,
Chat?
there's a ton of them. Beanie Babies, collector plates. I ain't ever buying another collector plate as long as I live to sell. I'm not gonna sell on eBay any bicycles. Now I'll sell those on Facebook Marketplace.
Right.
I packed and shipped a bicycle once. I'd never do that again.
Lag.
Yeah, I'll never sell toothbrush holders again. Now the pea dryers, I still have yet to pull one out and test them.
Todd, that could be some good money there. You need to get those things listed.
I know, women's clothing. I was just at between Gwen getting her eye cut up and the follow-up procedure. We went to Sam's. And right there on the wall in Sam's was a couple of those Dyson blade hand dryers that I have.
Yeah, when I went to the bathroom in Baltimore, I went to see if they had those up on the wall in the bathroom, but they didn't.
Carl's not going to do glass. John's not going to do women's clothing.
Mr. Sadie's not doing Elvis stuff because he keeps all that.
I am not going to sell willow cuttings.
Morning.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
What are you guys up to?
What is an item that you won't sell, Jake?
An item I won't sell. I don't know that there's anything that I won't, but it's just there's only a few items that I will sell currently. But if I had to, I would sell anything.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's like
almost everything that I don't want to sell, I just give it to my brother-in-law. He sells on eBay.
At our local auction, there's always a pallet of toilets. You know, brand new in the box toilets. I ain't gonna sell those.
You said toys?
Toilets.
Toilets, yeah. I got you.
And sometimes it'll be a pallet of just the bowls, and sometimes it'll be a pallet of just the tanks. And I'm like, I'm not buying that.
Are they new?
Yeah.
Jake, apparently Chris and I will not buy G-Shock watches.
Did you look at that G-Shock before I picked it up, Jake?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So it was...
I wasn't looking, remember?
Tom and Chris. I think both of them picked it up and put it back down. I'm like, you guys just walking past a $60 bill right there.
But you let the Nest thermostat go for, what did I get it for? Was it 10 or 15?
15, I think.
Yeah, 15, I think is what it was. Yeah. I need to move again. Oh. Okay, here we go. How about over here?
Was that the one where they had the beehive?
Yes. No. The same neighborhood though.
Pardon me?
Same neighborhood, but not.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the same house. These guns barely legal. Barely legal.
These guns. It's kind of like D's nuts.
He's flexing a lot because he's looking for a Mrs. Starbuckster. It's yeah. We heard about that negative G-Shock, and now it's just funny.
Yeah, I will sell it for $100. I hope he does.
Oh,
see. That's the thing. I hope all my friends win as much or more than I do.
But yeah, stuff like Like those pencils, I already sold a couple of those mechanical pencils.
Let's see. You got the pencils at the place where like there was a long driveway, and then it broke back to the left and up under a carport. Carport.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Man, we went to so many places.
I haven't even listed all those Harley parts I got.
Where'd you get Harley parts at?
At that same place I got the pencils.
Oh, okay. The one we randomly stopped at in the back of that neighborhood.
Yeah, that was a good sale. They had some cool stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people probably just drove on by because you know.
If I had driven my own vehicle to that one, I would have picked up a ton more stuff.
They're the ones that had some of the vintage items, right? Like
Right.
wheat cart or whatever it was. The cart, I don't know, grocery store cart, old kind, push cart.
Todd, after knowing what, or after
Goose,
seeing what you
he
saw,
bought a bunch of plush stuff, and I think didn't he resell it before he got on the plane? He resold it to somebody else there, I think, most of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard, but I'm not sure.
But like I got this box with like a whole bunch of like parts like this for like I got it for $5 for the whole box.
Oh, there you go.
I don't even know what this is. It looks like the mount for something.
It's probably the mount that goes on that end of that ball.
Yeah, here's a cigarette lighter replacement for Harley Davidson.
A Hurley.
Brand new in the package.
Yeah, see, I'm extremely picky what I buy to sell. The faucet and the Nest thermostat, I'll use those in my real estate. Of course, the mug I'll end up selling that one probably on Whatnot, probably.
Here's a brand new package of Dremel parts that was in that Dremel attachments.
Really? Dremel attachments?
Uh-huh.
Chastity, what's a hurricane pan?
What?
A hurricane pan.
Here's a microphone, I think, for a Harley helmet.
A hurricane pen? Probably a certain kind of
Oh, okay.
Is it a calligraphy pen? That's funny, Cassidy.
What the hell she said? I was looking to see what it was.
Never saw a Harley with a ladder. Yeah, I haven't listed this stuff yet. I got that monster surge protector thing for $1.
Now, see, I would have probably picked that up if I would have seen it before you did. Let's see, I really wasn't looking. I was just there to have fun.
That was that was a sweet garage sale because I didn't have to drive. I didn't have to look up addresses. I didn't have to do anything
Right.
except go out and buy stuff. And then you guys weren't buying anything.
I just didn't want to deal with it flying home.
I got
And
like
everybody
a
says, well, how can you go yard selling with 5 resellers?
shifter.
Well, that's the way you do it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, and people were buying stuff.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, people can shop. Well, you know, that's what Scott and Harlan talk about. They'll go some places, go yard selling together, and Harlan sees one thing, and Scott sees something else, and you know, it's just what people catch their eyes. Chastity, is that like a gold? You know, sorting sand to get gold kind of pan? Because that's the only thing that came up for me. Because I thought it was some kind of like baking pan, cake pan.
What is a cruise ship that goes to garage sales? I don't know. Is that a joke? A cruise ship that goes to garage sales. I don't know. Anyway,
Also, there is a lazy reseller. What wasn't that one of our conversations that we had this weekend? Somebody needs to be the lazy reseller.
yeah, Chris wasn't buying much stuff because he was showing me pictures. Oh, I got a double car garage full of this stuff. And I was like, okay.
My whole back seat was full though.
Todd, would you consider, knowing what you know this time, would you consider possibly driving next time, making a vacation out of it, filling up your truck with stuff?
Oh, it depends on how far it is. If it's all the way to Nashville, I probably wouldn't. But if it's across the border to Oklahoma, I probably would.
How many old resellers can fit in the clown car?
At least 5, because we did it.
Yeah, we were all, except for the Jakester. He was
Tornado Pen, Retro 51. All right, got to look that up.
Yeah, I kept thinking of like, what do all these people think? 5 dudes rolling out of a Mercedes every yard sale.
yeah. One guy said, I was waiting to see how many people pile out of that car.
Huh.
Okay.
It was pretty funny. A lot of fun.
Wow, those are good selling pens. $40 for new ones. Wow, there's one that sold for 152. Okay, we got to share this. Here's your bolo for the day. Tornado pens. Never heard of them before. And I've heard of a lot of different pens. All right, so tornado pens. See that one sold for 125. That's brand new though. That one sold for 40, brand new. It must have different variations. This one sold for 152. Now, what's special about this pen?
Is it a fountain pen?
25th anniversary Tornado rollerball pen.
Oh, rollerball. Okay.
Retro 1951. What's so special about this pen?
Was that the very first version of Rollerball?
I don't know. It's a nice looking pen, but I don't know if it's a $150 pen. 39, 88, 86, 20. They're all over the place.
Todd uses his Mont Blanc.
Yeah, the better the design, the more the price goes up. Okay, I got you. Look at this one. This one sold for $295. Looks like a leopard skin. Tornado. I've never heard of tornado pens. Made in Taiwan. That's just, it's not Mont Blanc prices, but it's way up there.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's so many different varieties too. This one sold for $145. You sold yours for $125. Route 66 design. This one is a pet rescue design. Sold for $145. Crazy.
You know that swanky neighborhood we went to? I was hoping there'd be a lot more people setting up as the morning went by.
I think we were there too early for that one.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Well, we were at the right time because he got that G-Shock watch.
That thing.
Oh, we love you, Todd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could have gotten to probably 10 more garage sales if I hadn't been on the trip.
You were great.
Every time I was the
Yeah.
last one back to the car, they were all standing around smoking and talking and
'Cause
doing stuff.
he was looking. They'd have. First of all, you could tell these people were from the wealthy area because they had like freestanding clothing hanging racks and stuff like that. And Todd's over there looking through everyone, putting it back.
I did get some sports shirts and some jackets that were pretty swanky. Yeah, I listed that one leather jacket. How much did I put on it? Let's see. I need to get out to the listings this weekend. Jeez. So I got, what did I get? 3 jackets or 4 jackets?
You got a bunch of them.
At that one sale. So I listed that leather jacket for $64. I got 9 views and 1 watcher.
Mr. Sadie, that's what we were talking about too. As he's up there shopping, and everybody was. Don't think we were complaining because he was shopping. No, it's just funny as hell because he was getting ready to get back on an airplane. We were like, "How is he going to get all this stuff back?"
Yeah, it barely fit in the suitcase.
He just got it in the suitcase, stood up on it, and asked the maid to flip the latches on it and lock it down.
Yep. So, trying to get to that jacket. But I think I got 4 jackets for $30. This one here. They even had the original retail bag that it came in.
Wow.
It's kind of a distressed leather motorcycle jacket.
Yeah. Todd,
But I got this for $10 or less.
didn't you buy some Legos? Who bought the Legos?
No, I didn't buy any Legos. Chris
Remember, we
did.
were at the garage, and the young boy. There was a man and a young boy. Well, I said a young boy. He is a teenager, and he went back in the house and brought some more Legos or something out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you buy those or did Chris buy the Legos?
I'm not sure who bought those.
So I got this belt at Saturday for $1. Listed it.
I'm telling. I would have bought that, Todd, if I had seen it. Not because I was on resale. It's because I needed a damn belt.
It's pretty cool. You cut it to fit, and then it works kind of on a ratcheting system.
Right.
It's brand new in the box. It just had engraved on it, birdies, bogeys, and bones. Laser etched or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But this had been like a giveaway at a golf tournament.
Yeah. I know what the birdies and the bogeys are, but what's the bones?
I think it was a barbecue, so they had
Oh.
ribs,
Oh,
so
okay.
bones.
Okay.
So they had a golf tournament that had a barbecue at it. But yeah, it was stuff like that all day long, and those guys I was with, they were just walking past it like, I don't need that. I don't
Well,
want that. They went back to the car and waited on me while I kept
3 of the
looking.
people that was involved in this little expedition were flying. I think that was the biggest thing right there.
How much does my military jackets go for? Not very much. It's just a flooded market, honey. It's there's so much of it out there. I mean, if I could sell those jackets for $5 a piece, I probably would. But the problem is you have to charge $8 for shipping because they weigh over a pound. So nobody wants, for a military surplus jacket, what's 8 and 5? Nobody wants to pay $13 when they can go to the military surplus store downtown and get them for $8 or $10 a piece.
Right.
So I've sold very few of the jackets on, unless it's a special jacket. Now some of them, are, if you get vintage military, now that stuff sells for a lot more. I've sold some vintage military jackets for big bucks. But the ones that are the last 20, 30 years, they're not worth listing. Yeah, anything Vietnam era or earlier is going to do good. But just the plain multicam and the plain digital camo is
Because I haven't got off yet.
it's not worth messing with, hardly.
Huh?
So that's just my experience. You may. Yeah, I was looking at bedroom sets.
Jake, was that garage sale finder what you were looking at for the garage sales?
Yard sale treasure map.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, this one here. It's just, look, for the whole Waco area this weekend, there's 2. The people just don't use yard sale treasure map in my area. And I bet you at least one of these is an estate sale. Yep, one of them's an estate sale. So basically, there's only one regular garage sale on yard sale treasure map for the weekend. Anyway, what are stocks doing on the last day of the week? Not much. Kind of flat today. They're up. And Gold is up slightly and silver's down a little bit. So that was your stock market minute.
Okay, we need to find you some sound effects so you can start doing like ticker tapes, and then you can say, "And now for your stock market minute."
G Sailor works better in my area. Neither one of them worked in my area, Chastity. I don't know why. People just don't list on there. It's easier for me to find garage sales on Facebook than anywhere else. Close to San Marcos? No, I'm at least a 2-hour drive away from San Marcos. Yeah, San Marcos is a pretty good drive. Wow, between chainsaws and Jake's drill.
Are you in a rental?
Yeah. This one's rented on Sunday. 6 weeks.
I sell my scrap gold and silver on eBay.
Scrap gold and silver on eBay. Yeah. Too bad we didn't know each other when I had my direct connection with the refinery.
What did you get out of that, Jake?
20.
I said, why?
Why? Oh,
Why?
Just moved on to other businesses. So the supply was dwindling and the prices weren't great. So
Right.
everybody wasn't digging as hard in their junk jewelry drawers, and I was ready to move on to other things.
You made your millions and it was time to move on.
Yeah.
Sadie. Yeah, I'm a stock market expert right up in here. I just look at the prices, and if they gone up a little bit, hey, they went up a little bit.
All right, I got to get out of here.
That's some in-depth reporting right there. Yeah, I've got to get a couple orders packed and get after the listing, man. I'm behind on my listing.
Yeah, I'm having to put up a reinstall the heater panel. I got somebody that was living here they were here for 5 months. They must have tried to clean the heater panel. It's one of those far infrareds, and they must have tried to pull on it. It's on the ceiling,
Right.
And I think my guys maybe didn't install it quite securely enough, so I'm reinstalling it more securely. Because one side had started to let loose from the ceiling a little bit.
Is that an efficiency?
Yeah, it's one of the studios. Yeah.
Okay.
Life of a slumlord never ending.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? They do have a farmhouse thing.
Farmhouse sink. Yeah, that looks pretty nice.
I only paid $100 for it.
The sink?
Yeah, $500 sink normally. Got it at Lowe's. Open box. The box was damaged, and I guess the accessory parts were missing. I'm like, well, I know where they sit on the shelf. For $100, yeah, sure, I'll take it.
All right.
I'm gonna watch John Flippin' Ain't Easy this evening at 5:00 Central. So
Is
if y'all are there, I'll see you then.
Is Scott doing a show tonight?
See this? This is the heater panel. Oh, can't even see it. Too big for the screen. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Far out. All right. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Hasta la vista, baby.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. After a while, crocodile. See you soon, you big baboon.